On Saturday, October 28th, there'll be the lunar full moon eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Okay, now this lunar eclipse is really, really big because this is like an ending and a beginning all in one. Okay, this is, think back 18 months ago when that's when the North Node shifted into the sign of Taurus, where Uranus, the planet of disruption and shock, was as well. And so this is kind of like not kind of like, this is an ending to whatever story was started back then. It's an ending. Okay. We also have the Sun, Mercury, and Mars in the sign of Scorpio. And so that, along with this full moon, is really going to be beginnings and endings all in one. And so in this recorded episode of Astrology After Dark, we're going to be digging into the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. And yeah, it's going to be cool. So stay tuned. And if you didn't catch Tuesday's episode where I talked about Scorpio, the sun shifting into Scorpio, I will link that live in the description of this video. Okay, and so if you are new to me, to the channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is Kkatrice, and I am the Natal Chart Navigator. I am an intuitive energy reader. And I teach open-minded, ambitious women how to use their natal charts, their astrological natal charts, for self-improvement, self-development, and to increase their prosperity. Okay, and so let's jump into the Taurus lunar eclipse. So first of all, what is a lunar eclipse if you do not know? Okay, this is where the earth passes between the sun and the moon, causing the moon to enter the earth's shadow. Okay, and so this alignment results in a temporary dimming of or darkening of the moon, creating a visually striking astronomical phenomenon. Okay, now when the unlike solar eclipses, okay, when which occur when the moon passes between the earth and the sun, lunar eclipses are observable from a broader geographical area. Okay, and so lunar eclipses can also often be seen from entire continents or even larger regions of the world, making them more accessible to more people to see. Okay, and so when the earth, the sun, and the moon align in a straight line with the earth positioned in the middle, the earth's shadow is cast onto the surface of the moon. And so this shadow gradually covers the moon, leading to a partial eclipse, and eventually, if the alignment is precise, a total lunar eclipse. Okay, now what we're going to be experiencing on Saturday is a partial eclipse. Okay, and so when it's with a total lunar eclipse, the moon may take on a more of a reddish hue due to the scattering of sunlight through the Earth's atmosphere. Okay, and so that's what a lunar eclipse is. Okay, and so now Taurus, I just posted a video on the zodiac signs playlist about 2 weeks ago on Taurus, so I'm not gonna go super in depth in Taurus energy, but Taurus energy, it is the second energy of the zodiac. Okay, and it is represented by the bull, and it is a fixed energy. It's earth energy, so it's very practical. It is very sensual. It is a very stable energy. Can be stubborn, but it is ruled by Venus. Okay, and so wherever you have Taurus in your natal chart, okay, that is where this culmination, this ending, this fated new beginning is going to be taking place. Okay. And so the power of this Taurus lunar eclipse is it's going to initiate change in the areas of your life related to stability, which is your Taurus part of your sky. Okay. Taurus energy, like I said, it is an earth sign, and it is all about it's related to your stability, your values, your material well-being, your self-worth, how you feel about yourself. Okay. And so there's going to be a shifting of your values, and it not just in the area where Taurus is, but just in general. There's going to be a shifting of your values. There's also going to be financial changes that are going to come afoot, especially if you have Taurus in one of the material houses. So the second, the second, the sixth, or the 10th house. There is going to be some positive financial changes. Your emotional evolution. There's going to be you may get like a deeper self-understanding, emotional healing, and a greater connection to one's inner desires and needs. Okay. Your determination is going to be enhanced. The inherent I can't talk today. Determination combined with this eclipse's life-changing energy is fostering a sense of purpose and drive to make meaningful changes in one's life. And then there's also going to be manifestations of desires. I just posted on my Facebook page. I was just saying how this is going to be very transformative. Like, manifestations, your blessings, like this energy is really going to be a big, huge shift. And for some people, including myself, I'm one of those some people, a lot of areas, like your whole entire life is about to become unrecognizable. As Auntie Lisa Nichols always says, your life is about to become unrecognizable. Okay. And so like this full moon, this eclipse is not an eclipse. This is an eclipse for you to really to celebrate, to really bask in the energy, because it's a very abundant eclipse. Okay, it's a very abundant eclipse. It's happening in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is all about abundance. It's ruled by Venus. Abundance and pleasures and sensuality, good food, good music, just all the goods, all the feels, the feel goods, right? And so this is an eclipse where this is not an eclipse where you feel like something bad is going to happen. Like, if you feel the energy, you can feel the abundant energy. You can feel how things are just falling into place. This is a life-changing season. This is harvest season. This is truly harvest season. Okay. All right. So let's talk about stepping into harnessing the energy of this eclipse for positive changes. Okay. Self-reflection. Here's some things you can do to really tap into this eclipse energy. Okay. And to use the energy. Now I don't like to say manipulate. To use this energy for your so that you can make positive changes within your material world, if that's something that you're looking to make changes in. Okay. And so some self-reflection, right? So engage in deep self-reflection to identify areas of your life that need transformation and where your values have now shifted. Okay. I think I posted yesterday on the community tab. I posted about how with Mercury now stepping into moving into Scorpio, that there was going to be a lot of revelations that were going to come up. There was going to be a lot of things that you were going to start to realize. So this eclipse energy is going to really be good for you to go deep. Okay, setting intentions. Okay, if there's things that you want, how you want things to flow, because remember, this is like you actually this is like a new, like you're literally walking into like a blank canvas, right? And you can literally paint and write and do whatever it is that you want to do. And so set those intentions, make sure they're clear intentions. Okay, clear intentions for what you want to release and what you want to manifest. Okay, now the determination of this Taurus energy will assist you in pursuing your goals. This is fixed energy. Okay, this is an energy where you decide what you want, and then you put that intention out there, and then you are steadfast focused on seeing that intention come to fruition. Okay. Taking practical actions, because Taurus energy is a practical energy. Okay, and so act upon your intention with practical steps. Now, and that could be such things like adjusting your budget, pursuing a new career path, or investing in self-improvement. Okay, so this is not an energy of just doing. This is an energy of taking practical steps, because Taurus energy is not an energy that likes to just do a bunch of things just to say it's moving. Okay, that's not the type of energy that it is. It's an energy where it takes deliberate steps that is going to result in the result that they are looking for. Okay, and so when you are after you set your intentions, okay, take some time to allow. Don't just set the intention and immediately be like, oh, I got to go start doing. No, if it's something that you are, not too familiar, like it's something brand new for you that you're wanting to get into, start doing some research first before you just go start doing. Okay, or if it's something that you've been doing and now you're ready to take it to the next level, have a seat and be still and allow it to come to you. Then, because the action will come to you. Then once the action comes to you, you take that action. Okay, because you may be doing a whole lot of doing that is depleting your energy, that is unnecessary, and it's the long way around to get to realizing your intention, instead of just sitting still and allowing the step to come to you so that you can take the action. Okay, all right, so self-care. Okay, embrace self-care practices. Taurus is a very sensual energy, and it's ruled by Venus. Venus loves self-care and all of the things that make you feel nice and beautiful and loving. So embrace that. Okay, nurture your physical and your emotional well-being at this time. Okay, and then you can also get into your natal chart. Okay, this is an awesome time for you to start learning how to use your natal chart to navigate your life. I haven't said that in a long time. Using your natal chart to truly navigate your life. And I don't mean like every single little thing, but using the energies, how to use the energies to really help you to make decisions and to move forward within your life. Don't worry if that sounds foreign to you. Just keep watching Understanding You University, because it's about to get real. We're finna get this thing. I'm finna teach you how. I'm finna teach you how to take this little circle and to get everything you want in your life. I'm finna teach you. So stay tuned, baby, because it's about to get real fun around these parts. Okay, but if you would, like, now's a good time for you to start to get into your natal chart, to get into learning how, if you would like to book a reading, you can definitely do so. You can check out my what's the thing, Linktree. Okay, you can check out my Linktree and book a 20-minute energy audit with me. I go over your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign. Also go over your chart ruler and then give you practical steps on how to utilize those energies within your life. Okay. All right. So now, how does this? How will this affect your natal chart? Okay. So first of all, you have to look at where you have Taurus in your natal chart, okay? Because this eclipse is happening in the sign of Taurus, that is the first place you're going to look for. You're going to look at in your chart, okay? And so then you want to see, okay, so you find the Taurus, and then what house is that on, okay? So for example, for me, this is going to be taking place in my 10th house, okay? 10th house is the house of career, your legacy, and your public persona, okay? And so for me, looking back 18 months, I was going to say 18 years, 18 months ago, right, I had just really started getting into astrology. Right. I was online marketing insurance. Like, I'm still an insurance agent. I'm still a licensed life and health insurance agent. But I really shifted there, and that was a big disruption for me, going from insurance to full-time insurance to astrology full-time. Really just getting into it. And so there's been a lot of changes and a lot of things going on in the background, and so this is like a culmination for me to know that, like, things have really shifted and things have really changed, right? So this is going to be affecting my public life, my career, okay? And so now, wherever you have it at, that's where it's going to be. That's the area of life that it's going to be affecting you. Okay. So, for example, if it's your second house, okay, this impact is going to be on your finances, your material possessions. Okay. If it is in the 7th house, okay, it could affect your relationships and partnerships. Okay. Your business partnerships. Okay. 10th house, again, I just gave that example. Career, your public image, okay? Now, right in here, because we're going to be talking about the aspects that it makes to your natal planets. Now, I do have a free 3-step framework, which is basically just a little guide that I have that shows you how to actually read the steps that I actually use, and I break it down. It's simple. It's super easy. In order to read your natal chart and start to utilize it, okay? So you can go to my Linktree. You can get that. It is absolutely free. It is my 3-step framework for getting in sync with your natal chart, your natal energies. I think it's natal energies. I said something like that. But now, you also have to look at the aspects that this eclipse will be making to your natal planets, okay? So in the guide, I go steps. So the first step is you learning, okay, about the houses, which are the areas of life, the planets, okay, which represent us, different areas, different parts of us. In traditional, I think the traditional planets represent the senses, and then the signs, which is how those energies are expressed in the 3D. Okay, and so you learn those. And then the second chapter talks about aspects. Okay, and so you're gonna look at how this eclipse, how the aspects to your natal planets, how it will affect your natal placements. Okay, and so any positive aspects like trines or sextiles, those often indicate opportunities for growth and favorable changes. Okay, now on the other hand, challenging aspects like squares and oppositions can signify areas of tensions or lessons to be learned. Now that's like a standard thing that I'm going to definition, but I'm going to caveat into this. Okay, so trines and sextiles are favorable energies. Okay, but a lot of times, because the energy is so free flowing, we can often not really tap into that energy and express it and really use it positively to get what we want, because it's so free flowing. And let's be real, free flowing is not something that we're used to, because you're taught that everything has to be hard, and you don't get anything easy, and all of that, which is why, and this is just my breakdown, my interpretation, okay, but this is why squares and oppositions and even conjunctions, this is why you see that manifest more than the trines and the sextiles, because we've been conditioned too hard. And so because those aspects can make things a little more harder or a little more unfavorable, the conditions more unfavorable, then we will see those expressed more than the favorable ones. Okay, if that makes sense. That's just my thought process on it. But again, like I always say, astrology, a lot of it is interpretation. And so depending upon who is interpreting it, you would get different things. Now, some interpretation just be wrong. It just be wrong as hell. But, again, it's all up to interpretation. Okay? So for like an example of this, if the eclipse is closely aspecting your natal Venus, it could bring changes in your relationships, your values, and how you express your love. Okay, and if it's to your Mars, it could impact your drive, your assertiveness, and how you pursue your desires. Okay, it could be positive or favorable. It all just depends. Okay, it really depends upon what's going on in the entire chart. Okay, and that's another thing. That's another thing that one of my mentors says, Mr. Michael Bryan. He is amazing, by the way, on the Oculos podcast. Oh my gosh, I love him. But he was saying that you have to look at the entire chart. You can't just base a reading, like you can't just say one thing and think that it's going to like manifest like that. You really have to look at the whole entire story when you are looking at a chart. Okay, so somebody just looks at your Venus and says and tells you, oh, this is going to happen to you, and then it doesn't happen, then you're looking like, what? They didn't look at your entire chart. They just kind of went off of like a textbook answer. Okay, and that makes sense. But anyway, so let's get into some rituals, because I don't want this to be super duper too long, but let's get into some rituals. Okay, so one ritual that you can do is a lunar eclipse ritual. Okay, and so you can create a sacred space and find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed during your ritual. Okay, Use some candles and crystals. Light a white light or a silver candle. Light a white or silver candle to represent the moon's energy. And then you can choose some crystals like moonstone, selenite, or rose quartz to enhance the connection. You can write some intentions, intentions for transformation, for change, and personal growth. And again, be specific, be crystal clear about the areas of your life or the things in your life that you want to see improvement on, okay? And then release any old habits or beliefs. Write that down. You can write them on paper and burn them. I do that sometimes. And that's really, symbolizing that you are releasing those beliefs and those thought patterns or those things or whatever you're writing, okay? And so, these are just some things. I have one more tip thing I will give. Maybe two more because these both are good. Okay, so the next thing you can do is take some practical action steps, okay? Because this Taurus energy is a very practical and determined energy, okay? And so use this energy to take tangible steps towards your goals, okay? So you can create your vision board with images that represent your desires. Set your goals, clear, achievable goals, okay? Taurus energy is not an energy that's out to prove anything to anybody. It has a goal. It sets that goal and it works diligently towards realizing that goal, okay? So set clear, achievable goals in the areas that you want to see this change in. Develop a plan or a strategy to work towards these goals, and then take actions that align with your intentions, whether it's related to your career, your finances, your relationships, or your self-improvement. Whatever intentions that you set, take actions that align with those intentions, okay? And then the last little thing is some self-care practices, because Taurus energy is associated with sensuality and self-care. You want to pamper yourself during this time, okay? Treat yourself to a spa day or indulge in your favorite self-care routines. Go get your hair done. As y'all can see, I went and cut mine and colored it. Surround yourself with beauty and aesthetics that inspire you. Engage in activities that nourish your physical and emotional well-being. Do things that that resonate with you. If you go get your feet done, or things like that. Take yourself out to a nice dinner, okay? But do something that you just love, and it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Okay. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this recorded version of Astrology After Dark. I have so much going on, so I'm not gonna be able to my 4th house is lit up, right? So I told y'all that my 10th house, this is gonna be taking place in my 10th house, right? So my 4th house, which is right across the street in your chart, okay, it's right across the street, is lit up because I have that Scorpio. So I got, a whole bunch of visitors, and my natal Jupiter is there. So it's like everybody's shining bright like a diamond right now. So most of the videos for the next 2 weeks or so, Astrology After Dark may be recorded just till I get things situated with the 4th house, because big changes, happy changes. So yeah, but yes, thank you to everybody who watches, everybody, all the subscribers. I love you guys so much. I'm at 199, and so I need one more for 200, and so I know it's coming. I just really love what I do. I love bringing this content to you guys, and so Let me know, what is it that you guys want? What do you want to see as far as the content? I really want to tailor the content so that to really show you how you can use your natal chart to like literally change your life, and to have whatever you can dream, whatever you desire. Your chart can show you how to get it, right? It can show you when's the best time to take the energy, when's the best time to do what it is that you want. It's just absolutely amazing. And so yeah, that's just, let me go because it's already at 30 minutes. Okay, so again, thank you for joining me for another episode of Astrology After Dark, and I so appreciate you joining me tonight. And I actively invite you to engage with the conversation that we're having here on the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. Let me know in the comments, where do you have Taurus in your chart, and if you want to share a little bit about what's going on for you in your Taurus area of your life. Let us know in the comments. Okay, if you found the video useful, helpful, or insightful, please do give it a thumbs up. That greatly helps. And like I said, and share it out so others may benefit as well. Again, if you have not gotten your free copy of the 3-step framework to become energetically synced with your natal chart, which is my practical guide to help you align with your cosmic profile for personal growth and increased prosperity, you can grab that at my link tree. And so until the next time, remember that possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, you can definitely hold it in your hand, and that should make you smile because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one.